Hello, everyone. My name is Arvin, if none of you know my name. I'm a swimmer, and I was in the Commonwealth Games, World Champs, and maybe soon to be Olympic gold medalist.
Come on.
Thank you. So, I was born in a sunny place called Malaysia, if you guys know. I was born in a household where my dad is a Sikh. So, a Sikh is a, um, a religion from North India in a place called Punjab. So I was born that religion, and my mom is a Buddhist. So growing up, I was pretty much bouncing between being a Sikh and being a Buddhist. But I was a lot closer to my mom growing up, so I tend to go to a Buddhist temple more often. And only I think when I was 13, I got fed up with Malaysia and I moved to Australia, hence the accent. And yeah, I spent 10 years in Australia. And for most part of my life in Australia, I didn't go to any church or anything. I was just swimming non-stop because the, the goal I had in mind was to be an Olympic champion. So I just trained every day, pretty much had no life. But it came to, I think, mid 2022 or towards the end of it, I started just being a bit lost. And I just was going through like a mental period where I'm just depressed half the time. And suddenly, I just heard a voice. And I didn't know what that voice was. So I just keep hearing this every night, and then suddenly one day I just heard a quote, well, a Bible verse, Jeremiah 29:11, and that really resonated with my life because despite all the up and downs I've been through, I knew that there was a plan for me, and that plan was to follow through. And so in that day, I called up one of my swim friends. He was born into a Christian family and went to a massive church in Australia. So the next weekend, I followed him to church. And since that day, I've never left church. I went every weekend, enjoyed worship, enjoyed the whole process of being church. And so that would bring me up to 2025. I was early 25 when I decided to make the first decision to come to Scotland because I just think Australia wasn't for me, and I just wanted to have a different scenery. And so I applied for different unis around the UK, like Loughborough, Bath, but I think Stirling was the one that actually stood out to me. I didn't for many reasons. In my mind, I was trying to avoid Stirling because I've been here before in 2022 for my prep before Commonwealth Games. So, but then I just got luckily I got a good offer from the uni, and I was like, okay, I'll come. And so, leading up to that is where I found Jesus the healer, because playing football is a very dangerous sport. And one day I tore my ACL playing football, and I had an MRI the next day, and it said it's completely torn. But that night, for the next 3 days before I saw my doctor on like the Thursday, I was praying at least 4 or 5 times a day. And when I got to the doctors, he reviewed my knee and everything. He said it was just a partial tear, so I didn't have to do surgery. I didn't have to delay my time to come to Scotland. And so that day is the day I knew Jesus the healer, and that was the day I chose. I was saved by Jesus. So the only next question was where I want to get baptized. So I've told Stu this many times because I wanted to get it done in London. But I think the more time went by, I realized Scotland, or Stirling, in matter of fact, was my home. And I feel like everything is starting to line up in my life, and all of God's plans is going into fruition. So I thought, this is the perfect time. And I think up to this day, today, is close to my 2 or 3 year anniversary of first being to church. And also, it's quite a lovely day, being sunny too. So, it is a good day. So, that is my testimony. Thank you.
Thank you again for listening. We hope it helped and encouraged you. For more information about our church, or if you'd like to know more about the gospel, please visit www.valleychurchscotland.com. Thanks again.